Hello, everyone. Let's just say I've had a few challenges to get this review done, but we are reviewing this book, A Man Called Uva. Originally, I thought this book was called A Man Named Ove, but when I looked it up on the internet, I found out that it is pronounced Uva. And that's probably because this man, the author, Fredrik Backman, is from Sweden. And I believe that is a Swedish name, Uva, A Man Called Uva. This book is interesting. On the inside cover, it says, at first glance, Uva is most certainly the grumpiest man you have ever met. Never trust first impressions. So I will honestly say this starts off a little bit slow, in my opinion. I felt like it was starting off a little slow. But then as you continue to read, you find out some things and you want some answers. You want to find out why things are happening and where this is all originating from. What I will say is this man has had some huge challenges in his life. He's had some loss in his life. And it's interesting because some people can have quite a few challenges and they can have loss and they can have all these things happening and they become discouraged and they do become grumpy. There are other people in this life where it seems like they have had enormous challenges, but they don't quite have that attitude, and it's just interesting. But in this book, I think you are going to find out a little bit of the reason that Uva is grumpy. He's had a tough life. Another part of the book that was real intriguing is that Uva keeps getting interrupted. Through the entire book, he's interrupted. And he's interrupted mainly by people, by adults in his neighborhood. He is interrupted by kids in his neighborhood. And Uva he's a rule follower, and he doesn't really want to be bothered, but he continually gets bothered. But he's also finding out that he's needed. He really is needed in this community. He is even needed by this mangy old cat. And he saves that little cat's life. And he really makes a difference in the people's lives around him. And there's a female character in the book that really just kind of overlooks his grumpiness and just hits him head on with questions and just expects things from him. And he doesn't really know how to deal with that. And so she just ends up making him. And it's not a love story. She's married, she has kids, but it's just, she's a strong figure and kind of goes against all of his thoughts and the way that he believes in things. And some things are really turned around. And one of the biggest parts of this book is sometimes when you have that bigger purpose in your life, especially when it comes to helping people, that can really turn your life around. So I will leave it with that. This is a different kind of book. It has, I would say, a different tone, maybe because the author is from Sweden. And I've never read a book like this, but it is interesting. It's a very interesting book. Once again, it's called A Man Called Uva, and it's by Fredrik Backman. We will have another review very soon, and I'll just say I'll see you again.